Alright, into customs, and today we're going to do a very silly challenge based on channel memberships. Now, I've had memberships for a while. I never really talk about it because I'm pretty awkward when it comes to the standard YouTube self-promotion type stuff. That's why I never really do requests for subs or anything like that. But this time it's kind of difficult to avoid it because this is something I promised a long time ago, and I'm finally delivering it, and it's almost the end of 2024. So the higher level membership tier allows you to customize the hat on one of the pets. And I'll put them up on screen now. You can see all the members and with the pets they picked, and you'll get to see all the hats as we go. We've already got Wombat, Pied Tamarin and Frog in the team, so you can see the various different hats that they're sporting. And a few people have in the past been very eagle-eyed and spotted that certain pets had odd hats on. And yeah, I just said to them, yep, it's because the members picked them. Now, not every pet was available for those people to pick. I guess Rev and Haps didn't really need many other choices besides Wombat and Penguin. But you're not allowed to take Duck, for instance, and Sloth as well. I think there are a few others off the top of my head. But yeah, there are also some hats that were no-go as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the super special hats that you get from winning tournaments and so on. It would be nice to be able to offer some of them, but unfortunately, I have not won anything. So yeah, they're not on the menu. But I have unlocked, I think, everything else that is available in the game. So apart from a handful of exceptions, which hats that I really can't stand, there was a very long list for people to pick from. And we've managed to acquire Penguin here quite early, which is very good. We need the early scaling on some of these units like the Tamarin and the Wombat if they're going to stay relevant. Now, the Penguin has the old top hat, which is exactly the hat that Haps wears in almost every video. Now, he has done some videos where he didn't wear the old top hat. Now, I will link that in the description. That was a challenge that myself and some other people completed, and he had as the prize that he would wear a different hat. So that was very nice of him to honor that. Maybe he didn't think it was going to happen, but yeah, very amusing to me to see him playing the game without the old top hat on. Now, I'm going to get rid of the Frog here for the Unicorn. Obviously, we have more pets than we have slots available in the team. I did want to have every single one of the members' pets be involved somehow. I think in the end, in this particular run, I miss out on one of them. And maybe you can guess which one it's going to be. I think it will probably still show up in the shop though. So we grabbed the Unicorn, which is got the tinfoil hat, which was picked by Traxian. And yeah, it's funny because initially it looks very strange to me, but after playing so many games with these units, I just don't really notice it anymore that those particular units have different hats. And sometimes, because I play with a hat randomizer on, you will end up getting the exact same hat as one of the odd hats. So for instance, you know, I might get the pirate hat, in which case the Pied Tamarin just looks exactly the same as everyone else. So we're going to get level 3 Wombat. And the reason I kind of settled on making sure that I had Wombat in the team was because Spinosaurus is one of the units that is available. So Wombat is really our only way of getting any summons other than using equipment. And because Wombat's ability has been nerfed, it really isn't great for that, because if you have a level 3 Wombat, copying a summon pet, and its best chance to copy anything is to put it right at the front, oftentimes it's going to end up wasting spawns. You know, if you copy a sheep or an osprey, something else, you know, an orca maybe that's going to spawn multiple units, you probably had to play the Wombat at the front to get that copy in the first place, and therefore it becomes a bit of an issue in terms of there not being enough space for all the spawns, and therefore the Spinosaurus isn't going to be as effective as it could be. But we do have some good solid scaling in this selection of pets. Unicorn plus Cat plus Penguin is really all you need. However, it actually didn't take me that long to get a win going for this challenge, and I guess at this point I haven't really explained the rules, but maybe you can tell that up to this point I haven't bought anything other than the Other than the pets with the different hats, we're not going to buy anything else. So we can't take the cow here, even though we have a cat. But we can take whichever food we want. So we can give some of the units popcorn or maybe Yggdrasil fruit or something, so that they do create extra spawns and we can get some more benefit from the Spinosaurus. Now, we've already got the cat, which has appropriately the witch's hat, which is a nice thematic choice there. And yeah, I think we're going to lose here. Yep, no question. But having already won with a very boring early high roll of penguins into a high roll of cats, I decided I was just going to keep playing until I got the most exciting run I think I could possibly do using these pets. So what we're going to do is we're going to risk playing Wombat further back in the team. So we're going to give it the popcorn. Obviously, summons are still going to be wasted if it's in second position. But this way, if it copies something like Nyala, then we're still going to get another summon to trigger the Spino. And then we can look to replace the cherry from the penguin and put that on the Spinosaurus, so we can potentially get another popcorn or other summon unit. Now here, the Wombat copies a blobfish. This person plays Mantis Shark all day, every day, and they appear in almost every video I make these days. So no surprise we're going to lose there. Real shame that Mantis wasn't fixed in the last update, but yeah, what can you do? Now, we do also have Kiwano, so I could have gone for that instead of Pineapple on the Tamarin. I had a bunch of different games where I alternated between them, and in the end, I think we're just going to keep the Pineapple here. I think the Tamarin snipes are really most beneficial just clearing protective equipment, like taking hits off of Lemon or Melon. Level 3 Monkey, level 3 Hatching Chick, but I think because we got the Penguin online so early, we're going to be okay here. Or maybe not. Actually, yeah, maybe we're going to lose. I suppose it depends what we get from the popcorn. We needed an Orca there to have any chance, I think. So I think I'm going to level 2 the Spino, yep. I think probably at this point it's becoming clear that the Penguin has to go. I'm sorry, Haps, but it's for the good of the team. Unfortunately there, the orange hits the Penguin. We really wanted to avoid that happening, but what can you do? Now, here's a classic customs team, 5 scalers, but no equipment. I'm not sure why this is so common. You would think it just wouldn't happen at this point. Everyone would know that Turtle is OP, but yeah, what can I say? It still happens all the time. And we actually got Orca there from that summon, and I think that managed to win us the game. I think it would have been either a tie or a loss if we didn't get Orca from the popcorn on the cat. But I guess that was the whole point of re-recording this, was that I wanted to get as many exciting moments happening in the battles, despite the fact that we don't necessarily have the most synergistic set of pets. Another full team with no equipment, another level 3 Hatching Chick, and I think the Wombat, yeah, it managed to get up to 50 health there, so we did manage to knock something out, and again, we get Orca. Unfortunately, it's a Mandrill from the Orca the second time, but actually the number of buffs the Spino gave the Penguin is perfect for a 1 HP win. But I think on 9 wins now, the Penguin's time is nigh. We're going to take the cherry on the Spino because that was another restriction I set myself, that the Pied Tamarin had to go off. So we need to take the cherry to make sure that happens. And then I think I'm just going to buy the lasagna and then the Spino. I was freezing every pet in the shop that that I could potentially buy, even if because really the pet shop was pretty useless for anything else. Maybe we haven't actually seen the last pet. The last pet that I didn't manage to take in this run is the Flounder. And the Flounder was picked by Not a Game Devlog. I'll link his channel in the description. And he actually chose no hat. So if you see Flounder in any recent videos and it doesn't have a hat, but all the other pets do, that's the reason why. Here we face another one of the very frequently seen players in customs, Yogru playing, they play Flea plus Vulture almost every game. And oftentimes that can actually help me, But I think in this situation, because the flea has removed all the equipment, we're not going to have quite enough, even though it's only a level 1 parrot at the back. Yep. So now we go down to lethal. And I think I'm just going to look for some more food. I would quite like also to get another popcorn on the Spino that is only level 1. And yeah, we'll just keep funneling stats into our existing units. At turn 17 though, we are looking quite low statted compared to some of our opponents. But then look at this. This is incredible. The Dolphin snipes the Spino. We get small 1, so it removes 4 melons and then wastes all of the the triggers on the real Velociraptor in one go. And the Spino is going to buff the cat, and we're going to take the win. I'm not sure if I would have won that if I didn't get the small one from that popcorn. And then here's one of the other runs. This one, as you can see, it's a little bit more traditional. Although we have a lot of the same units, I've just kept the frog and kept the tamarin from the very beginning, which is probably the easiest way you're going to win a challenge like this, where you're not allowed to buy any other pets. I guess it's kind of lucky, really, that 2 of the members both picked tier 1 units, because without them, you're just going to end up losing a ton of lives very early. And despite all that scaling, we still only barely beat that team that had the Viper with the 1-up at the back. A big thank you to all members, both past and present, and I'm really sorry it took me so long to record this run.